off straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now the veteran kicker, Phil Dawson, ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's fielded in the end zone. Vic now. He's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Here's Vic. A quick throw, but incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built, get a first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Willie McGinnis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And he's going to go down again. Mean Joe Green in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action now, Vic. And this throw will be intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's Vic following the interception. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Willie McGinnis.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That was second down throw for Vic. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Right 20! Right 20! Up, up!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
To throw, Vic. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Right 20! Go, go, go! Right 20!
Vic now from the 50. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Right 90! Right 20!
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that was the first carry of the game for LaDainian Tomlinson. His first touch, our first look at him in this contest.
That's so good. I remember at the time of his retirement, he was 5th all-time in career rushing yards, just under 14,000.
Yeah, how about that? Second in career rushing touchdowns with 145 as well.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, let's go!
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Up, up! Hey, let's go black 2 now!
There's Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, Vic. Buying time to his left. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha, Alpha. Right 20. Right 20.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Right 20.
Now here's Vic. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brent Grimes, the former Pro Bowler, there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. It'll be Vic once more, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Vic readies to throw. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ricky Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Vick on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
First down, Vick. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like...
And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And a huge play that time. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, Vick flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Tomlinson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
And LT finds Pater the conventional way there. Gets his way into the end zone. I just wonder, partner, you think we might see something a little bit unconventional from him as this game progresses? You do know he's thrown 7 touchdown passes in his career, second all-time for a non-quarterback.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing, Vic. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vic. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Vic to throw it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right 20.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple times.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Right 90. Stop. Let's go black you now.
Back to throw here. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Eagle.
From the gun, Vick. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. We're back now in KC. A first down throw coming for Vick. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Vick to the air again. And Olsen over the middle. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Vick. Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
He spins free. And now running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
By 90! By 90! Nice 52!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Vic now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ray Nitschke in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's got his man. It's Williams. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Nice 24!
On the counter, here's Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And here now the offense heading back out there. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Lutz now to kick this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to...
This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot.